Awkward. Oh, it's a word that doesn't come naturally to humans. In fact, the word awkward comes from several different times in history and several different cultures that took a long time to come together to make a word that means, oh boy, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that for that to happen. So today, we're going to discuss awkwardness, how it's important to have and how it's kind of natural. And hey, if you're trying something new, you're going to be a little awkward, but at the end of the day, you tried something new. So welcome to Awkwardness on this episode of The Brighter Side. I'm Amber Nelson. This is Ashley Brooke Roberts.
Hi, everyone. I'm awkward.
And this is Julie Rosing.
Hello. I feel like I'm in my evolving out of awkward phase.
Yeah, actually, I do too. I have aged out of awkwardness.
I've aged out of it.
Because we're getting older and we're sort of like, oh, maybe I was awkward. Who cares?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. People are thinking of themselves mostly.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like we lived through the golden age of awkwardness, which is like early internet times, Tumblr, awkward girls. You know, like as millennials, we really sort of marketed awkwardness as like an identity that could be monetized.
Oh, like the girl with the bag of chips on her head at the grocery.
She's so crazy.
She's so crazy. I love her. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking like Tumblr girls. Like there was just like I'm so awkward sort of like mentality and aesthetic that was super popular. And now it feels dated. And that's great because we're older and we can look back and say we left that in the behind era.
Yeah, I love the posts on Instagram where it's like a photo of someone when they're 12. It's like the way I looked when I thought the NSYNC was going to marry me or something. You know what I mean? And it's just like awkward school photos.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I love that though. Like if you're a kid, especially a little girl, you should be awkward.
Yeah.
You should like, know how to like climb a tree, read a book, go to school, be a little awkward. Like the fact
Go
that
to school.
Go to school. Be
It's
awkward.
so awkward.
It's so awkward.
Climb a tree and read a book. You're talking about skills.
Like develop skills and be a full human and like be like a little weird kid. I think it's pushed on people today. The pandemic did it because you're sitting in, it used to be the only time you saw yourself in a mirror was when you're getting ready. And then you're going out, maybe you're drunk and you look at yourself in the mirror. And then during the pandemic, it was like people staring at themselves in front of the mirror, microplaning everything on their face and all of their actions. So it became super highlighted. And also with the invention of the phone, going out and filming everybody with meta glasses, nobody wants to be awkward anymore. Nobody wants to be cringe. Everybody's looking. And so that means I think a lot of our interesting talents and tastes have been dumbed down.
Well, I think you're hitting on something that I feel very passionately about, which is that awkwardness is sort of like a socially acceptable vulnerability.
Yeah.
Right? Like being able to be kind of awkward.
Yeah, it comes from interacting with people.
And trying.
You can't really be awkward at home by yourself.
No, it's difficult.
You know, like,
it's really hard.
When I said that, like, I felt like I have evolved out of my awkward phase, I think it's because I surround myself with people that I'm very comfortable with. And so there's very few awkward interactions where I'm like just trying to make small talk with someone who I don't know anything about. And then you say something awkward and you're like, okay, well,
Gotta go.
I'm going to go now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But it is like what you were saying with skills, because it's like you're hitting on this idea of having to learn things, which is vulnerable, right? Putting yourself out there, that's awkward. Like being like, I love NSYNC is awkward. Climbing a tree and falling could be awkward. So it's like this sort of like, we all agree that it's a vulnerable moment, but when in the golden age of awkwardness, it was kind of cool. I don't know if awkwardness is cool anymore. No. Think of like Zooey Deschanel. Think of like Parks and Rec. Like there was a time period from like 2008 to 2015.
Like Manic Pixie.
Yeah, where awkwardness was celebrated, especially online, I feel like.
Right. I was listening to a couple therapists online talk about how awkwardness relates to childhood PTSD. Because if you are neglected, left alone, you don't know how to deal with people. You're going to be very awkward. So you're going to go retaliate back into your house, and then those negative traits or those awkward traits, they're just going to impinge on each other. Also, if you had to like rely on yourself, you're going to be a very pushy kid, and you're not going to read the room when you're like pushing for things, which is something that I had to learn kind of later in life when you're left alone and like you need to be taken care of when you're sick. So no one takes care of you. So you have to do it yourself and you have to push for it or you're going to die. You don't learn these skills when you get older that you're just pushing and running over people's boundaries, which is awkward.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I never thought about awkward being related to death, but funny you should mention boundaries because I was trying to think when we decided on this episode, I was like, what's the difference between being awkward and being embarrassed? Like they feel very similar in the Venn diagram. But I think with like awkwardness for me and most of my interactions of being awkward have all been when I'm trying to like uphold a boundary and it's awkward and there's like tension, there's like social tension.
Like currently you feel that way? Like, or was childhood Ashley like trying to maintain boundaries?
No, childhood Ashley did not understand the concept of boundaries. Teenage Ashley never heard the word once. Okay?
Right, because nowadays, like when you have a boundary, it is going to be awkward those first few times that somebody bumps up against them. Yeah. Like that is probably the more like adult awkwardness.
And that's like what most of my awkward situations, when we were thinking about like, what have I done that was awkward? It was kind of hard to think of something like in the past 5 years, like as a grown woman, something I've done awkward. No, I can't think of one thing. I own everything I do. But like 20s, early 30s, absolutely.
Yeah.
Can you think of one of the first times you tried to uphold a boundary and then it was like, I'm sorry, or it was just really weird and awkward?
I have a really strong memory, and this is like 2016, 2017, where there was an SNL packet everyone was doing. Everyone in comedy in New York was doing this SNL packet, and I was at Variety Coffee in Bushwick. Thank the Lord for that place. Got so much writing done there. Hey, if you're in Bushwick, go to Variety for me. Give them a little tip.
Are they still open?
They better be. So I'm doing this packet. There's a couple gals with me. We're writing. And I'm someone that I can't talk about my idea until I've finished it. Unless I'm working with someone, if I'm like co-writing with someone, talk out ideas. But if I'm like working on my own thing, I've got to just write it and then I can talk about it. So otherwise, I'm not going to write it because
you feel like you've done it just by saying something.
I'm going to trick myself.
That's a very LA disease. I think they want meetings. Right. And they don't want to do anything.
Or like they want to sound like they're busy or they sound like they've got stuff going on, you know? So they...
And they don't.
Talk about
Nobody's got anything going on.
Nobody's got anything going on.
So anyway, we're in this coffee shop and a male comic comes in.
Sorry. Ding, the door opens. Chink, 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 chink. Hey,
and he's like, hey, ladies. No, he didn't hey, lady, us. But he was like, hey, what are you guys working on? And we were all like, oh, we're working on that SNL packet. And he was like, cool. Me too. Ashley, what are your sketch ideas?
Oh, fuck you.
And I was like, oh, I'm not going to talk about them. And he was like, what? And I was like, I don't like to talk about my sketch ideas before I write them. I got to write them out because if I talk to you about them, I won't do them. Or you know what else? I'll lose faith in them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like as soon as it's like trying to tell someone a joke, like explain a joke to someone.
It just reminds me of when I told you how, so I've been doing some of Ed's shows like opening and stuff. And one of his cousins, we were all sitting around. It was like a birthday party and one of his cousins was like, so tell us, what are the jokes you say?
God, people don't know.
What are the jokes that you say about Eddie?
People don't know not to say that.
I just was like, I don't know. Everyone's staring at you and you're like, after the fact, you were like, you just say no. I'm not going to tell you. And I was just like, I just call him ham. I talk about ham a lot. And it's like, shoot it. I think about that moment. That was fucking awkward.
Yeah. So you always say no. Yeah. Or you go, I tell jokes about his weird cousins. Like you, And like,
telling jokes about you.
Yeah, actually. And then you start being like, yeah, I tell them how you like to put Doritos between your toes and eat them. Or whatever, like a little weird fact they have.
Right.
Okay. So he wants to know what my sketches are going to be about, Amber. And he keeps pushing. And I'll say this guy's a nice guy. I'll say he's a nice guy, and I think maybe he just wasn't reading the room, and maybe he's just like used to me in particular folding. I don't know, but he kept pushing, and I held the boundary.
What were the other people at the table saying?
Mouth agape. And then he leaves and the girls are like, oh my God, that was so weird. Like, I can't believe he kept pushing. And like that, it comes up periodically. One of those two girls who are both comics will be like, remember that time with this comic? And I'm like, I don't think it was malicious on his part, but I'll tell you what, it was damn hard holding up that boundary and it was awkward, but I did it.
Yeah.
You did
well,
it.
That's just that. Honestly, that feels like a guy who's never experienced a boundary.
Honestly, yes.
Yeah.
That's really what it was.
Yeah.
And that's awkwardness. We solved it. We figured it out.
That's awkward.
There's a lot of people that don't understand how to read the room, and I don't think it's necessarily either a male or female or either whatever gender you say you are thing. I think it's just like they just don't know.
Yeah.
They just don't know. They're loud.
They're loud.
It's like, do you hear everyone being quiet in this room?
Yeah, you're too loud. I have a couple of friends who just speak too loud. You know who you are.
Or they just like call it out like, wow, something's going on.
Yeah.
What did I miss? And you're like, well, you missed that you're talking about their cat died, so if you could just.
What were you going to say, Julie? I'm sorry. I don't know.
I think it's interesting what you were saying, Amber, about the word awkward coming from all these different languages. I'd love to hear more about that. Because as you were saying that, I was thinking, like, I don't know another word in the English language that has two W's in it.
No. So, okay. So,
wayward?
Okay, there you go.
Julie got you immediately.
Julie immediately.
She schooled your ass.
Come up with another one.
Wayward.
Wawa.
Wawa.
Wait
a second.
Wow. Waterloo? No.
Wow.
There's more out
Is there
there.
more than wayward? You might have just thought of the only one, honestly.
Right.
All right. So, awk comes from the Norse word afugur, which means turned the wrong way. Ward is from Old English, weird, which means turned north. So if something is northwards, facing north, then something awkward is facing north but turned the wrong way. So Norse is like old, and then Old English came after that. So we're talking hundreds of years of a difference there. Awkward entered the English language around the 1300s and was used with modern meaning in the 1700s. So this is like, it started with like Old Norse, like turned the wrong way, and it just kind of developed over hundreds of years. And I think it comes from...
Like it was more of a usage of like,
direction.
This table is a bit awkward the way it's
right.
positioned.
And then it went from human behavior. And I think because people, not that people haven't understood human behavior all the time, but I think the writing of it and the understanding of it, I mean, we're only just talking about our feelings. That's so gay. And modern. Therapy wasn't even here till the 1960s. If you asked a medieval peasant to sit down and tell you about their day and just to talk to me for an hour.
Look up when Freud was around.
When was Freud?
Yeah, I mean, exploring the inner world is definitely new and modern. Like, people weren't thinking about that.
Well, also, there's more
1939.
people being diagnosed with levels of autism, which... I mean, I think we definitely have some friends who have now come out and been diagnosed with autism that when you think back to your first few interactions with them, you're like,
Oh, of course.
I just don't even know what to talk to that guy about.
Looking at you, Mike Lawrence.
It's so funny. Like there would be, barbecues when we first moved here. And afterward, I would talk to Ed and be like, there's just I think a lot of times conversations with stand-ups, I think specifically male stand-ups, it can feel like it's not a conversation, that it's like people just trying to get jokes in, or
you got to walk away from that,
or whatever. That then it feels like then to me it gets awkward because it's like, I'm not here to spar with you. I'm just trying to get to know you as a person, know. And like Ed and I would have conversations about those moments, or like when the conversation dies down and then. I'm like, oh, there's silence. Got to fill it. And then you inherently ask some weird question or try and make some type of small talk, and then it gets awkward, whatever. And Ed's just like, nah, I just sit there in silence. I just let the silence be silent. It's fine. But he doesn't feel awkward in the silence.
Well, he doesn't feel like it's his responsibility to keep the conversation going, which I do feel like we're kind of raised as natural hostess of all situations. We host conversations. Women in general, I feel like society. Oh, God, don't get me started on the patriarchy. But I feel like we're just kind of raised to be like a little bit more of caregivers, obviously. And part of being a caregiver is saying, oh, I see this situation needs words. So I'm going to provide those words. We feel that burden in real time.
There's a lot of power in silence, and I've read that interviewers in several high-end companies will purposely sit in silence with you to see how you react, because they know if you're, not saying you're not confident, you're very confident, but if you're a little more, I guess, read into this, then you're just kind of fine sitting in silence.
And you taught me, Amber, to take a beat. You taught me to take a beat before I respond.
I did?
To like anyone? To like a question?
Years ago, I don't remember, we were talking about like being intimidated talking to comics or something, and you were like, yeah, you can just take a beat. You don't have to respond right away.
Look at me, I'm wise.
Wow.
I didn't know I said that.
Wow.
I didn't know I said that.
Take a beat.
Take a beat.
Yeah, take a beat. You don't have to respond right away. Take a beat.
But you know, it's so true because, okay, when you think of like awkwardness, so often it is because you're just, a lot of times awkwardness can come from pretending, not even pretending, like acting like you know what that person is talking. You know, they bring up a movie and you're like, oh yeah, for sure, of course.
Yeah.
And then you actually don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, and then they try to ask more questions, and then you're just trying to hang on to the conversation instead of admitting, like, you know, I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Like,
I think now we talk about awkwardness more because people have always had loneliness. I mean, there were people like living out in the plains in the early 1900s, these farmers that would be by themselves for weeks and months on end, but you didn't really have a camera on them. You didn't talk to them. So they got to be a little awkward on their own. And then people in cities, well, they got to talk to each other.
Yeah.
So there wasn't really, people would probably call a clock or a watchmaker peculiar.
Yeah.
Little peculiar guy.
Eccentric.
Yeah. He wasn't awkward.
he's a little quirky.
So you said he's a strange man.
Don't make eye contact with that man.
You said that it was being used in like a modern sense in the 17th century. So like in the 1600s, people were saying like, oh, they're awkward.
In the 1700s, people started using it with our modern meaning, but it first entered the language around the 1300s.
Oh, interesting that even in the 18th century, they were being like, yeah, John Boy is pretty awkward. Like that seems so, or it's mind boggling, really. I like it that you were talking about how it originated sort of like as inanimate objects needing to be moved.
Like this dresser is awkward to carry.
Yeah, I never say that. I can see the point of it, but I don't use that in my daily lexicon.
Let's start it.
Yeah. Bring it back.
Bring it back. If anything, researching this,
this drink is so awkward.
It's so awkward.
So awkward in my hands.
I didn't know what etymology was. And you had mentioned it before. It's like the source of a word and why we say things. And words have power, and they develop neurons and nanopathways in your brain. So people, like, it took hundreds and hundreds of years to develop this word awkward. We've always had it. So I wonder what other things in the zeitgeist we experience that just haven't been said out loud. I don't know. Write in.
Yeah. And we're just going to keep developing them more and more.
As well we should.
Yeah.
What are we going to do, die?
No. Not us. We're going to live forever.
Not us. Are you going to take the peptides?
Peptides? I don't know. Now they're talking about amino acids. That's the thing I'm getting sold now. Amino acid this, amino acid that.
You don't got to tell me about this because I am in the dark, okay? The peptide situation, is that awkward? That was just being described to me upstairs, and I was like, I don't understand this.
People are ordering this off of Discord, and they're coming as these unregulated drugs from China. And people are using themselves as lab rats, but they love it because it's not regulated. So it's kind of like the Wild West of drugs, which sounds very scary.
I feel like peptides is like a general term.
I think it means it's everything under the umbrella of like Ozempic to other bullshit.
Yeah, but that's why it's like, I don't know. It just feels like it's gotta be.
I think it's helpful for some
snake
people.
Snake oil a little bit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah?
I got some words.
Okay.
that have 2 W's in them. But we can get back to peptides if
Words
you guys
with
want.
2 W's. Hit us with them.
Okay, we got bow wow.
Bow wow.
We got
Love
chow
bow
chow.
wow. Okay. Love a
We
chow
got
chow.
cow woman.
Cow woman.
We got cow worm. Rare. Never heard of it before, but it does say rare. I don't know what a cow worm is.
Cow worm.
Cow worm. Sawwood.
Okay.
Snow worm.
Snow worm.
Yeah, it feels like the internet's just making these up, honestly. And willow ware, whatever the hell that is.
Well, willow.
Willow. Yeah.
has 2
Oh,
W's.
willow. That's
Willow.
a little bit wow. I went on the Oxford English Dictionary to look at new words. These are new words added in 2026.
What are the 2026 new words?
Adultification.
Okay.
That's the practice of treating children or young people like adults in ways that are
Adultification? That's like a new word?
yeah. a
Read
new
out that
one.
definition. Treating.
The act or practice of treating children or young people like adults in ways that are considered harmful or abusive, typically by subjecting them to adultification. So if there was like, we have friends, say like Hero, he's like 5 years old. It'd be like, Hero, make me dinner. You're like, that's adultification, this child.
Yeah. I guess
actually
like young influencers, like they're
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
adultified. Is that a word?
I guess.
No, it's adultification.
Adultification.
Julie. Get it right.
Oh my gosh. Remember when bootylicious was added to the dictionary? And it was like, what are we doing?
No, we're just
That's
making
not
this
a
shit up.
word.
Yeah.
A la tartare. That's when
A
you
la
have
tartare.
steak and seafood uncooked raw together.
I love steak tartare.
Really? I've never
Yeah.
had it. My gosh.
Anti-Republican, a person who opposes
Oh, shut
republicanism. Anti-rightism, a person opposed to the
These
right
are all
party.
just have been added to the
These are just compound words.
Yeah.
Just-
Anti-woman, anti-Zionist.
Anti-woman's been around
that's
for
been
a
around.
long time. That's not just now getting added to the dictionary. That's crazy.
Back-fanged, having the rear or 2 pairs of teeth modified.
Back-fanged.
Back-fanged. All right, well, there's a
Wow.
lot. Cold open.
What website are you
no,
reading?
cold
I'm at
open.
Oxford Dictionary?
Yeah,
Crazy.
This is new.
Cold
These are
open.
the new
That's
words. There's a lot. There's
Cold
a whole lot.
open's been around since SNL started.
It's added.
Everybody
Wild
knows
Child.
that.
Wow,
Wild Child.
Wild Child. It's new to the one. All right. Well,
Weird.
that's
Damn.
fun.
Do you guys want to share awkward stories?
Yeah, let's do that.
Got 'em.
Okay, and then find the brighter side of them.
Let's find the brighter side.
Okay. I will go first.
Do it.
I will go. So you know that 50 Cent song, like, what up, gangsta? Okay. You know that? So sometimes like I will be saying people's names like that. Like, what up, Amber? You know, like, what up, Julie?
I didn't know that's what you
And
did.
sometimes I do that. Sometimes I do it for fun.
Yeah.
And one time I did it in a public situation, and I said someone's name, and I won't say their name now, but I will say that when I put that inflection on it, it did sound like a slur. And
No. Oh, man. Sometimes you put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Yeah. And so I just kind of like kept my head down, and everybody kind of ignored it. But like, I know that people heard it. And then like someone kind of brought it up like a week later, being like, yeah, I just found out if you say my name weird, it sounds like a slur. And I was like, oh, shit, that was me.
No. Oh, no.
So that was an awkward moment. I had to really sit in that tension when no one said anything, and then we started talking about something else. So what's the brighter side of that?
The brighter side is you didn't mean, like, everyone knew that you're not the kind of person to just like call someone a slur,
Right.
because
Yeah.
I can't, like, even in my darkest mind, picture you screaming at
Right.
someone, calling them that.
Oh, thank you.
So it means you have good character.
Yeah, and that
Thanks,
your
babe.
friends, the people you were with, were like, we're not gonna make a big deal about
You have
this.
good friends. You're a good person.
She's trying to be funny, or she
Okay.
didn't mean anything by that. That's the positive of that. for
And you
sure.
know what is also fun for that person is they did get to find out that their name could be an accidental slur.
And they
you
have
know?
a bit. And
Yeah.
they have a bit now.
Yeah, now they have a
Yeah,
bit. Okay.
yeah, you helped them
Nice.
out.
Okay.
All right, Julie, what's one of yours?
Okay, so I don't want this to be like name droppy, but and I don't know, this might be a roundabout kind of a story. So Eddie had been helping his cousin with his one-man show, and we had seen multiple iterations of it. And we had gone to see it in New York, and my close friend met us in New York to see this show. And then my friend passes away, right? So then the show is going to be here in LA. And I was like, I can't go see this show. The last time I saw it was with my friend who like passed away. Like, it's going to be too heavy for me. So we don't go. Ed has a show immediately following that show. So we go a little bit late, whatever. At the very end of the show, Ed's cousin was like, and you know, you never know if like us in this room, this is going to be the last time you see some of these people. And it like devastated me. And so then all I can think about in that moment is my friend who has passed away. So we go to the green room, and it is every A-list celebrity that knows Jeff. And they're all tucked into this tiny little green room. And Jeff goes, Jim, I want you to meet Julie. Julie, meet Jim. Jim Carrey. I'm like, all I can think about is, A, here's my comedy idol that I'm meeting for the first time.
Wow, because you do love Jim Carrey.
I love Jim Carrey. But like, all I'm thinking about is like my friend that died. And so I'm standing there. Jim introduces himself to me. Jeff walks away. It's me, Jim, and Jeff's assistant, this other guy named Eddie. And I just go, I'm sorry. I just can't stop thinking about how the last time I saw my friend was at Jeff's show, and my friend had died, and Jeff just says at the end, and I just start rambling and spitting all of this out to Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
And he goes, it's a heavy show. And then he walked away, and I was like, of all the things. And then Jeff's assistant was like, I'm really sorry. Do you want a hug? And I start crying. So I'm in this green room with all these people sobbing. And I'm like, I need to get out of here.
Wow.
You know, at least you weren't meeting Jim Carrey and be like, I loved you in Dumb and Dumber. And then I loved you. And then when you like leaned out the door. And then, because that would have been like, can we get her out of here?
Okay, I'm going to put forth an idea, and you guys shoot me down here. But I'm going to say this surpasses awkward.
Oh, yeah. This is mortifying. This is mortifying.
Well, less like mortifying. It sounds like kind of a traumatic event for you.
Yeah.
You know, like it feels like more like there's so many emotions involved with it. Because I don't think of awkwardness as having like deep emotions involved. But that being said, Jim Carrey's never going to forget you, babe. Okay?
I don't know. I think who knows? I'm sure people cry to him all the time. Or who, like,
I don't think they
emotional
do.
Reaction.
I think he has like 5 friends and then just paints all day. And then
Yeah.
you were probably the first person that's like said something real to him in a long time.
I don't know, but it was just like this great positive vibe of the show went so well, da 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 da, and then I'm just like, my friend died.
I think you got to meet Jim Carrey under a funny, not funny, I'm so sorry your friend passed, but like under interesting situations, and this will be a story you can remember.
That's true.
The moment when I think back to the look on his face, and then
Can you do it for us right now?
Yeah, do it to the camera.
Do a little bit of this. Like, where is this going? You know?
What's this lady doing to me?
What's this lady doing? He was ready to get away from me.
No, I think that's great.
Yeah.
Beautiful. A beautiful woman, it's hard to be awkward. You know, if you were like stinky, if you smelled bad and had like diarrhea.
Yeah, if you smelled bad and had diarrhea.
You would
oh, God. Thank God. I didn't also shit myself.
Yeah, you're a beautiful woman. It's okay to be vulnerable like that.
Yeah. Oh, God. The rest of the night, I was just like, what did I do?
Yeah.
Why did I do that?
Yeah.
Why did I say that?
Yeah.
What is wrong with me?
It's okay. You're just natural.
When we were like brainstorming hypothetical awkward situations, I was thinking that oftentimes, especially once again, not to get back into this the golden era of awkwardness of early internet times, but it was often based on saying something wrong.
Yeah.
Like saying like, I love you to like your boss, or like saying like, you're welcome to the barista when that you meant to say thank you. You know, it was
at the airline counter when they're like, have a great flight. And you're like, you too.
Exactly.
Like, no, you're not flying.
Yeah. Sorry. I don't know why I said that. Like it feels like awkwardness was defined by saying the wrong thing. So you having that situation, it totally lines up with that. Like saying something you wish you hadn't said.
Yeah.
And if you call it out in the moment, it's funny. And you both get a laugh.
Yeah. An experience, not my experience, but something that I've witnessed and was like, would have said as a hypothetical is the clip of there's this newscaster that is interviewing Martin Short, and it's months after his wife passed away from cancer, and she asks him, so how's your wife doing? And he like takes a beat and he goes, she's great. And like never brings it up, like chooses in that moment to like not make it awkward.
Because it could have been a thing.
Because he could have been like, she's dead actually.
Yeah, and I'm done with this interview.
Yeah. Oh, did you see? I don't know if it makes sense to talk about this, but there was some recent clip from Mark Norman's their podcast where he's interviewing David Cross, and then either Mark farts or burps or something.
He farts, and then David Cross gets really mad.
And David Cross gets really mad and like gets up and leaves.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I remember David Cross having a bit about how he's not like doesn't come from a farting family or something like that?
Probably.
Yeah. So what happens? I didn't see this clip.
He
so
just gets up and
and
leaves.
Yeah, and then the interview's over.
Well, yeah. Then like
it's just awkward.
It's just awkward.
It's like, well, there goes our guest.
I guess we walked David Cross.
Does he say anything like I won't stand for farters, or like
Something
is he just
like that.
like he's like that's disgusting?
Yeah, I think it's disgusting.
Oh my gosh! Wow!
What a world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you call out farts when they happen?
No.
Like if you smell one, are you like, all right, who farted?
Only if I'm in a room full of children, because
then it's funny.
You don't want to get blamed.
I don't want to be blamed.
Well, you dealt it, smelt it.
I don't want those kids thinking I got the stinks.
No, sometimes we get like a real smell in the classroom, and I will do whatever I can to like air out the room, light a candle, because once the kids start talking about it, they will kind of be on a witch hunt trying to find out who is the stinky one or who made the stink. So I just try and pretend like nothing happened and like, sometimes I've been like, it's me when it hasn't been, just to save like a 12-year-old from like months of embarrassment.
Yeah, because they're going to call him Stinky Pants.
Exactly.
Like, for the year.
I'll take the Stinky Pants bullet.
Oh, man,
You're
I
good.
peed my pants so many times in grade school.
Really? You were a peer?
Have I not brought this up before?
No.
Like, it's one of those things where I've always wondered, because I was never made fun of for it.
Wow.
I never remember like hearing rumors of other kids being like whatever.
Yeah.
It happened twice, two very like obvious moments of me peeing my pants. One in the classroom and one at church. And like, I don't know if all the other kids were like, look, it could happen to any of us.
Yeah.
So
How old were you? 15, 12, 11?
probably
18?
like 10 and like 12.
Wow.
Oh, that's at the
10 and
age where it's
11.
like, we'll just pretend it never happened.
Yeah.
No, 10 and 12 is old, dog. Like,
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
10 and 12. I was making a joke when I said like 15. I thought you were going to say like 3 and 5.
Nah. I just had a really hard time telling someone I needed to go to the bathroom.
Oh,
Really?
Julie.
I'd hold it so long, and then I'd have to stand up and then be like, well, fuck, that happened.
Dang.
Oh, why didn't you want to tell people you got to go pee-pee?
I don't know, like maybe, just didn't want to draw attention to myself or interrupt somebody,
Oh.
You didn't want to be a burden.
I didn't want to be a little burden,
God,
so then I peed on the floor. And I was like, well, if you're not going to let me raise my hand.
Well, you
I'm
come
just
from a
gonna
big
pee on the
family,
floor.
right?
No, not necessarily. I mean, I have like a lot of cousins and aunts and uncles and stuff, but not like,
You have a brother and a sister.
yep.
You have
brother and sister.
cousins.
Cousins.
Yeah, I still think about that story every night when I go to bed, about how you guys would all be swimming and your towel sitting in your parents' lap at your grandfather's house while the adults sipped on their coffee and chat. That's what I think about when I go to sleep. I go, oh, heaven. That sounds
feels
so wonderful.
warm.
It feels warm.
nice.
Beautiful
Yeah.
summer evening.
I guess 12 isn't too old. I'm not here to judge.
I mean,
Okay, I'm here
no,
to accept.
I'm still bringing it up. I'm 42. I clearly haven't gotten over it.
Okay, So Amber, you got an awkward story.
What's your awkward story?
I have a few written down. The most recent one that happened, and I know we're all like, we're older and we're confident, but sometimes things happen. I was at the Midway Museum in San Diego, and you can go on, it's this big boat, and they have all these planes on it. And so I got on the Top Gun plane, and, I'm posing. It's a lot of fun, and I dropped my sunglasses. And these planes are really tiny. Like, I was barely able to fit in that plane, and the glasses dropped like down, like clack, 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 clack. And these planes, they have like a line of people. So I was like, it's sunny, it's bright. Do I just leave my sunglasses? And I had to just be like, sorry guys, sorry, oh sorry. And it took like probably 5 minutes, which is longer in the moment to like dig through it. And people were just like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay? What's wrong?
What is she doing up there?
Yeah. And I was just like, I have sunglasses. Sorry. And I like dropped them again. And then I was just like, I got them. And then I got out and like someone had to hold my phone. I'm also by myself. For some reason lately, I'm feeling a little more weirded out traveling alone. I definitely got a little too drunk at a restaurant in San Diego. And then I dropped my jacket and then I went to go pick it up. And then the chair fell over me.
Oh.
And I was just like the woman alone. And I could tell people were like, there she goes.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, but that's the thing with as an adult, now it's like, fuck it. Like, you're traveling by yourself. Yeah, I'm going to take a fucking second and save my sunglasses because I'm going to walk around without sunglasses? Like,
right. Spend
everybody can
$20
calm the hell down.
You're right. You're right. If I can like be an adult enough to like save the money to go travel, I can enjoy it. Yeah, I ordered one cocktail too much, and it was like a whiskey thing where they like put some smoke over it, and I was like, this is going to be sending me over the edge.
So do you feel like you get awkward more around strangers or around, I mean, I know, obviously Jim Carrey is very much a stranger to me.
Nah, but you kind of feel like you know him a little bit, right? There's got to be an element of parasocial relationship there.
I don't feel awkward around strangers.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I don't know who the fuck they are. They don't know who I am.
I'm never going to see them again. Like you were talking about that, reminded me of like the other day. I had a lot of snacks, okay? I had been to the movie. I had a lot of popcorn. I had milk duds. Well, really, I had unbuttoned and unzipped my pants while I was driving. Just let it all hang out.
Oh my God, been there, done that.
And I forgot, and I got out of the gas station, and it wasn't fully unzipped, but it was like enough. And I got out, and someone like saw me like fixing it. And like there was a moment where I was like, should I be embarrassed by this? And I was like, nah, I don't give a fuck about that person.
So you weren't masturbating in the car. It's harder for a woman to masturbate in the car.
Can't do it.
Under there. No, a dude can just pull it out. Adam knows. He's a chronic masturbator in the car.
God, but you were saying 5 minutes like feels longer in the moment. 5 minutes is an eternity in the moment. And you know what? You survived that. And that is the brighter side, that you really went through it. Like that was 5 minutes, and that made you stronger.
And the line, it was like a few people, but then it was just like twice the size. And I was like, I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. No, I think that there's like, A, you saved money by not having to buy new sunglasses. And B, you really put yourself through a test and you came out victorious.
I guarantee every single one of those people, when they got into the boat, whatever it is, the plane, they knew exactly what you were dealing with.
As soon as they got in, and you should get in.
Once they got in, they were like, oh, it's going to take me a while to get out of this thing, too.
And I was like, am I that out of shape and weird? Because you got to crawl in. You should go to the Midway Museum when you go to San Diego. Okay. And like get in those planes and see. Tell me all about it.
I'll get Eddie in there, too.
I don't think he
Get in that plane!
Honestly, I don't think I could fit. Like, I could barely fit.
You never know. He's looking good.
He is looking good. There's no shame to Eddie, but like I could barely fit. Just like the hip.
Yeah.
The hip things.
He's got tiny hips.
He's got
broad shoulders, though.
Right.
One time at a bar, I went to sit down on a stool next to my friend, and I went and I just sat down and there was no stool there, and I just crumbled to the floor, and that was embarrassing, not awkward. That was embarrassing because all my friends got up and they were like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Like what's going on?"
Down.
Yeah, and I was like, "I'm fine. I'm just drunk. I thought there was a stool there."
Oh my God.
Who moved the stool?
I really felt like someone had like pulled the stool out from underneath, but there had just never been a stool there to begin with.
God.
You know what helped me realize about like, don't feel so awkward around strangers is I don't want to say how I met this person because it would be a little too telling, but I meet a person and she's just kind of rude. And I was like, oh, I felt very awkward. I was like, am I am I like an old weird woman? 'Cause she's like much younger, you know. And then I go on her Instagram page and I was like, oh, you're just dumb. You're just really dumb.
Oh, there's just not much going on
There's
there.
just not much going on up here.
So I was overthinking my interactions when you were not giving me anything.
Right.
Yes, I was just overthinking because you have this wind going through here.
I thought you were going to respond to me like a normal person.
No.
Right.
And I know that sounds really mean to say, but she was mean and she's also dumb. So
I
there you
find
go.
the mean ones are usually dumb.
Yeah, because they're like, why is life so hard?
Yeah.
And you're like, because you didn't do your taxes, baby.
I think the nicest people I've ever met are also the smartest people.
You're right.
Yeah.
Huh.
In general.
We're all pretty nice.
Yeah, I think so. It's because we're brilliant.
So smart.
People who think they're really smart are usually very mean. There was that Dunning-Kruger effect.
Yeah. Wait,
so
what is
do we
that?
think we're smart?
Well, I think we were joking in that moment, right?
Okay. right. I don't think I'm smart.
No,
I think I'm nice. And because I think I'm nice, I'm smart.
Nice people can be dumb too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find that, I don't know why, but I find that like the meaner people are usually the dumber people. I just find that to be the case in my life that I've lived. The meaner you are, the dumber you usually tend to be. But, you know, I do also, I guess that is a good question. Do you think you're smart? Yeah, I do think I'm smart. Yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah. The Dunning-Kruger effect is like the people that are like, okay smart, or that are just like, oh, I'm the most brilliant person alive.
Yeah.
It's like a big fish, small pond scenario. And then you go off to college or you go to a specialty school or you move to a big city and then you realize, oh, there's like a million other people that are way better than me.
Right.
But the Dunning-Kruger effect is they never do that. So they just think like, I'm the smartest person that's ever lived. I know 2 + 2 is 4.
Wow. I know.
There was one guy in college who, it just had so much confidence about everything he ever said and did.
Ugh.
And I just kept asking myself, like, what did his parents tell him? You know,
That he was great.
They failed him.
Like, how was he raised to think he's so great?
Where's he at now?
Who the hell
Dead.
knows?
He's fucking
No,
dead.
I'm
just
sure
kidding.
he's not. I'm sure he's living a great life in Ohio, probably with children.
Right. I think there's a fine balance there because you
Yeah.
obviously don't want to give somebody so much PTSD that they grow up in being so awkward around social situations that they don't know how to, and then they go retreat back in their home and they just become more and more awkward. But you also don't want to make somebody that's just like, well, I'm the best. I'm the best that ever was, because then other people are going to be like, well, fuck you.
Yeah.
And then they're not learning and they're not aware
Right.
of anything. So there's like a yin-yang balance there.
Like, oh, thanks.
You need the dark to experience the light.
I got another awkward story.
Give it to us.
Okay, so Amber, you might relate to this. I feel like having a Southern accent, especially when I first moved to New York, I would pronounce things incorrectly all the time. Or I would pronounce them in the way that we pronounce them in North Carolina. But anyway, I was teaching some kids comedy at Gotham Comedy Club, and we were talking about like wet cement. And I kept saying wet cement, and the kids kept laughing. And I was like, what is going on? And they were like, you keep saying wet semen. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm saying wet cement. But then I learned that everyone says cement.
Cement.
Yeah, not me. I say cement.
Even now, to this day.
I say cement.
Yeah. Or pillow.
Pillow.
Yeah.
Cement.
Wow.
Pillow's a big one.
What
Pillow.
about squirrel? How do you say squirrel?
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
That's the same.
Hot boiled peanuts.
Hot
Peanuts.
ball peanuts?
Hot boiled peanuts.
Hot bowl peanuts.
Yeah, you say it like that.
Hot bowl of peanuts?
Hot bowled. No,
Bold.
Hot boiled
So you
peanuts.
said boiled is bold.
Bold.
Bold. Hot boiled peanuts.
Hot bowl peanuts.
Right in.
Cement.
Cement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cement.
Is it cement?
It's cement.
Hot bowl cement.
Hot bowl
Hot
cement.
bowl of cement.
Wet cement. Wet cement. And then he stepped in some wet cement.
You bet. Oh, dear God. Stepping in a big old bowl of wet cement.
But anyway, that was an awkward moment because I just had a bunch of kids being like, why do you keep saying wet semen? And I was like, I'm not saying that.
How dare you think I would even say that in your presence?
Is this
cement?
I wrote a Yo Mama joke. You said semen. All right, so it's does this make sense? Does it make sense? All right, I'm pitching it on air. Here we go. Yo Mama's such a dumb whore that she calls Fleet Week semen retention.
First off, I love it.
It's
I mean, I do love it.
and it's not funny.
I know it's a great. It took
Adam,
me
you
a
think
second.
it's funny or not?
I think it's
We
what
gotta
it
shrug.
is.
We gotta
It's not
shrug.
funny.
It needs no. It is funny. I just don't think I understood it because when
think
I
that's
was
the thing.
thinking Fleet
Semen
Week is the
retention.
time where you're really gonna get the semen.
Yeah,
semen.
yeah.
Yeah, your
And so
semen retention, you're taking it.
Oh, when you said
semen
semen retention,
retention.
I was thinking of guys withholding.
Yeah, they're keeping in there.
Yeah,
they're retaining
keeping
their
it
semen.
in.
You know what? Write in.
Yeah, that's Amber's answer to
Right in.
everything.
Pitch the end of this
Right
joke,
in.
to
Seen
Amber.
it?
I'm going to a mic letter. Will not say that joke. at
No,
the mic.
you should do it. Do it at the
Do
mic. Do it at
it.
the mic. Do it
Do
at the mic.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See what happens.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have better jokes.
There's one. Okay, so
I'm funny.
I do think there is. Well, now you really got me thinking about the difference between awkwardness and
Embarrassment. Yeah, it's a fine line. But I feel
Like, what is embarrassment? Like, what
think
do you think the difference is?
It's like
actually?
shame.
Yeah.
It's shame involved. Well, awkwardness
Yeah,
is
but
less
isn't
shame.
awkwardness like, oh, there's you don't experience any shame in awkwardness. But then, like, you being worried about
The glasses.
the
on.
glasses, that's like you being like
Yeah.
shame, having a little bit of shame that you're taking so long.
I guess because you can be shamed in awkwardness, but you can't be awkward in shame, maybe. Because you could be like, maybe like you had a shoulder exposed in church and it's like shame.
Okay, so an embarrassing moment is when you feel foolish or exposed,
Yeah.
or ashamed about something about yourself.
Okay.
Okay, an awkward moment is when the social interaction feels uncomfortable or uncertain. Where there's like are we moving forward? Are we stalled? What's going on? I don't know how to do this dance.
Right.
Which way are you going in the grocery store, lady with the cart?
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
that's
So
awkward.
is more like when you're like, are we okay?
Yeah, like what's
I'm not sure
yeah.
what's going on here.
uncertain.
Uncertainty.
Exactly. Whereas
Yeah.
embarrassment is like feeling foolish,
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
ashamed,
Like starting my
exposed.
period during the movie Titanic.
Yes.
In white jeans. That's more embarrassment.
Yeah.
That's less
Exactly.
awkward because there's
Yeah.
like shame involved.
Right.
Yeah.
100%.
Huh.
100%.
I mean, I feel like I got embarrassing stories out the wazoo.
Yeah.
We should do an
embarrassing.
embarrassment episode sometime.
Yeah.
Do you guys get embarrassed anymore?
Well, the embarrassing story that I have was like in New York at a open market, you know, like one of those not a flea market, but in
Like a
Brooklyn.
street fair?
Yeah, like a
Yeah,
street fair,
like a
whatever.
block market.
And I had this cute little dress on. I felt so cute. And, you know, we had eaten like a bunch of weird things. And I did not expect this fart to be as loud as it was. And I farted next to these two very like attractive men. And
They
they were
loved
like,
it.
what the fuck? And I was just in my cute little spring dress. And they're like, did you fucking hear that? And I was just like, doo, doo, doo.
I bet they loved it.
But yeah, I don't know if they loved it or
Yeah.
if they
Love
were
it.
like in utter shock.
Again, you're a beautiful woman. Men would suck on your farts and they'd give you money.
Yeah, they're going to give you money for
Gross.
that fart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
I
some
don't
fart
know.
things as well.
Yeah.
Like where you think you've got it timed just right,
Yeah.
but you're actually making a fool of yourself in a Starbucks in Paris. You
Yeah.
know, like I've definitely been there.
Yeah.
And that's shame. That's embarrassment
That's shame
for
and
me.
embarrassment.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I have a story. Well, let's go.
No, go for it.
All right, so this one, do you think it's more shame or sort of awkwardness or more embarrassment? So what is this? So I was working at this cocktail bar downtown and I had this major crush on a bartender. He was the first guy I've ever had a crush on, actually, because I remember seeing him and I was like, I know what my type is now. Like he was just like this awakening in my body. And so I spend money on this cute little cocktail dress and I like spend like money I don't really have. And I get so amped to go to this party. It's like a group like coworker party. And I was like, I'm just going to have a couple cocktails. I'm going to talk to him. We're going to fall in love. I'm like building up the story in my head.
Of course.
I show up. He's not there. He's on a date. And I just start breaking down into tears. And instead of enjoying the party, I like start talking to people like, how is he? Why is he gone? Why is he gone on a date? What am I ever doing wrong? When am I going to find love? And I just go in the stairwell and just break down crying for hours. And because it's my job, I had to show up the next day. And everyone told him that I was crying over him in the
Yeah.
stairwell. And he wouldn't even look me in the eyes.
Oh,
So is
God.
that awkward? Or is that just straight shame, embarrassment?
I think it's a fine mix.
Yeah,
I think in the moment it's probably embarrassment.
All of it.
Yeah, but like when you saw him, that had to be awkward because you were uncertain about what he knew.
Right.
You were uncertain if anyone had told him what happened. Like the next day when you saw him, that was awkward.
Yeah. And then his choice to not acknowledge you or like,
did you guys never talk about it?
No, I never talked about it.
Yeah.
Do you think someone told him what happened?
I think they for sure told him what happened because it was just a very gossipy place and I was crying for hours to the point where another manager came out and was like, forget about him. Forget about him. Come to the party. Forget about him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Amber.
Oh,
what did this guy look like?
I mean, he was just attractive.
Yeah. What does that mean to you?
Well, he had brown hair, tall, mustache, good shape, good build, kind eyes. I think I had just never seen a man I was sexually attracted to.
You didn't have a crush in high school?
No.
You didn't have a boy on television that you wanted? You never had a Jonathan Taylor Thomas face?
I mean, what about
cute.
Teen Beat and a Teen Beat? You never opened a Teen Beat?
I thought they were kind of cute, but I was never like,
yeah.
This was like a womanly, like ding, ding, ding. Oh my, like I awokened my senses. Never happened before. I mean, sometimes it happens and like awoken my senses. I will have a few awkward moments when there's a guy at my gym that I found attractive. And when I see that again, I'm like, oh, and I just stare. And he got really mad at me for doing that. And he brings
this guy at the gym?
Yeah, he brings his girlfriend to the gym and then I'm always in this other room. He purposely brings her in this other room and then like puts her right in front of me to like lift some weights. She's beautiful and very nice. And then he looks at me and goes, and I was just like, oh,
that's weird. That's some weird misogyny. That's
right.
I don't know. That's toxic shit.
Really?
That's super weird.
Amber, that's strange.
That's very strange.
Amber's like, really? Yeah, that's so weird that he would do that. First off, you were staring at him. That doesn't mean anything to him. He doesn't know that means you like him. Were you going? No.
Yeah, were you sitting there doing?
Like,
show me your penis.
No, just like stare at him.
Just because you looked at him and you were staring at him in the gym, he can't immediately know that means you're attracted to him and you want to fuck him, and now he needs to bring his girlfriend there. There's a lot of assumptions going on in this story.
Yeah,
but he really did. He brought her into the room right in front of me, looks at me, and then she gets up and they go in the other room, and he goes, like to my like a very stern like, and I have a girlfriend or whatever.
Weird.
Okay, that means he's a strange man.
Honestly, that has absolutely nothing to do with you. That is like they have some weird
something's going on
jealousy
with them.
situation where they gotta. If he's going around thinking that every person that stares, I get caught staring at people. Sometimes
stare at people
in
at the gym all the time. I'm zoning out. I'm
completely zoning out.
Yeah, no,
I'm thinking about something. I'm
stay away from
counting
that man.
my reps.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Yeah, that is bizarre behavior
that's really
on his part.
weird.
You did nothing wrong.
You did nothing wrong.
Did you kissy face him or not?
No. I would
then you did nothing wrong. Then you did nothing
for like
wrong.
maybe 20 seconds. Just kind of, I would fill up my water bottle and like look at him and then walk away.
Unless you were going.
Yeah, like what was going on with your tongue? Were you winking? No, Amber, you're not. You did nothing wrong.
You did absolutely nothing wrong.
I've been having this shame on my shoulders.
Get rid of it.
No.
I swear you double down. Next time he's there, you just really stare at him.
Yeah, that's weird on his part.
But then another time, like the next time I saw him after that, he comes in and like, cause I'm always in this other room, and he comes in and just like stares in the room. And I'm not getting water, and I just kind of breeze past him. But so he was looking for me.
He's hyped up on
something. Why do you think he was looking for you?
Because he was looking. He was looking at the corner I'm always at. Like I always go to this very specific place to like do my RDLs.
Maybe he has a crush on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he has a crush on you. Maybe his girlfriend is like, I saw that girl staring at you. I think she has a crush on you, and you are looking back at her. You've got a crush on her.
I've only seen her once. He brought her to the gym, I think on purpose, but she looked at me immediately and was like mad. Like I can tell it was like, who the fuck is she?
And you've never talked to these people
never
at all.
No.
Oh my God. You never said a single word. This has nothing to do with you.
No.
Not
gym,
a thing.
At the gym, you have a whole conversation just looking at someone.
1,000%.
Yeah, right.
Tongue in mouth the whole time, right? You're looking at him.
Your tongue was in the mouth.
Everything. I'm just filling up my water bottle.
You've done
in
nothing
your hands,
wrong.
You weren't.
Are you tweaking some air balls? No? Okay. Okay, then you're fine.
All right.
Yeah, forget them.
Okay,
they should feel awkward.
They should feel really, really weird.
I think the next time you see them, you should look at them like they're weird. Like,
and just give them one of these.
Give them a stink eye. Yeah, not for me.
Yeah,
for
I don't know what
you
want.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, thanks,
or
ladies.
give a little.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, it's really a shoulder thing.
Ladies.
Wow, we're awkward.
Can this be our thumbnail? Wait.
Oh, it is hard.
It's
right?
hard.
This is
Oh
hard.
my God.
We're definitely.
What is this?
We look like superheroes.
I used to be able to do this so easily as a child.
It's all stretching in here.
Carpal tunnel will get the best of you.
Right.
Oh my God.
Well, anybody,
I just have an announcement.
Yeah.
Which is I just have an announcement. Which is Amber did watch Sinners.
Yeah, I did.
And Amber watched
loved
it,
it.
and she loved it. And like I'm so thankful.
Do you understand vampires now?
I'm so thankful.
Don't let him in.
Watched it.
Don't let him in.
My roommate doesn't understand vampires, and she was like, "I'd let him in," and I was like, "Don't let him in." She's like, "But I'd let him in. They're hot." And I was like, "No." And I was like, "If you become a vampire, you go to hell." And she's like, "Doesn't sound that bad."
If you become a vampire, you just never. I mean, unless you actually are, staked to the heart. But you live forever.
You live forever, but then stake to the heart, you go to hell because they're the damned.
They're the damned.
I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, I don't think that's worth it.
You did watch Sinners, so we talked about that on the last podcast. That I was crossing a boundary with how many times I was asking you to watch it.
But I made myself watch it.
But you did after all that peer pressure, and I really appreciate that.
That's great.
And I just wanted to make that announcement to the crew, to the Brighter Side crew. Keep everybody up on what's going on.
Okay, well, today's episode is sponsored by Snack Table. Find yourself feeling awkward at a social gathering? Let Snack Table be your emotional support space. Busy yourself with small talk about the options or lack thereof. Give yourself something to do by balancing a little bit of everything on a small, flimsy plate that requires deep concentration to avoid spilling. Snack Table for when things get awkward.
Ooh.
Snack Table.
That's a good one. A good charcuterie board. That'll save you from a conversation.
Ooh, look at all these
Absolutely. Give me a project. 100%.
Something awkward happens, I'm going to grab a snack.
Yeah, I got to go to the snack table real quick.
You know what? I'm going to grab a snack.
Yeah.
Did you see that charcuterie board?
Very nice. And thank you for Snack Table for sponsoring this episode.
Thank you, Snack Table.
Yes, Snack Table.
We're big fans, and this is a big compliment. Yeah, so.
Love it. I have some awkward moments in history, but now since we've just talked about awkward, I don't think these are awkward. Like, for example, Operation Tiger. It was a dress rehearsal for D-Day in Normandy in 1944, held in Slapton Sands, and Eisenhower decided that the men need realistic battleground conditions, so they gave him live artillery, and 749 Americans died.
Okay, not awkward.
That's not awkward.
That is not. I mean, maybe after the fact, there's the moment where they're like,
oh, shit.
Maybe we shouldn't.
No,
have
that's
done
a
that.
tragedy.
That's called a tragedy.
That's
not awkward.
That's tragedy.
Yeah, these are all tragic.
In the pyramid of awkwardness, it goes, awkward is down here.
Yeah, that's just sort of at the grocery store.
Awkward, and then
embarrassing.
Then embarrassing, and then where does anxiety fit?
Well, anxiety is less of anxiety is, to me, anxiety is something that exists within me, right? Whereas awkward or embarrassment is something that happens from in the real world. It's a shared experience. Right?
Yeah.
Where it's it's happening because I'm talking to you. And let me be honest, anxiety is a part of all of those tiers, okay? Anxiety is ever present.
Yeah.
Anxiety is always
Anxiety
there.
is the background of the pyramid, really.
Right, exactly.
It's just always there, For sure. And then travesty is the very top.
Tragedy.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Being mortified,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Operation Tiger. I think that's called a tragedy.
Yeah.
This
now,
is great.
I got a question. When you were looking up awkward moments in history, how did this one cross your path, just out of curiosity?
It was on Reddit. And they were historians of Reddit, what are some, they didn't say awkward, but they said, what are some strange moments in history? And I was like, okay. And I would look into them just to make sure it's not some chud online lying to me.
Right.
There's another one. Richard Lawrence in 1835 tried to assassinate President Andrew Jackson twice. His gun didn't work, so Andrew Jackson beat him with a cane.
Oh, no.
Awkward. God damn it. Oh, damn it. Oh, no.
out of here, you little shit.
Come in here again.
He beat him almost to death.
Gosh.
Wow. Okay, do another.
I mean, if someone keeps trying to kill you,
Maybe you deserve it.
You beat them with your cane.
You beat them with a cane.
Yes. Oh, this is going to be awkward. In 1631, royal printers Robert Baker and Martin Lucas accidentally left the word "not" out of the seventh commandment, so the Bible read, "Thou shalt commit adultery."
Awkward.
Hey, babe.
I'm just following the rule
I
of
was
law.
reading the Bible, and that's what God wants.
Damn.
Awkward. One last one.
You can go adulterer too.
That's what he's saying.
Greek playwright in 456 BCE in Sicily, Aeschylus, Aeschylus. He died because a hawk dropped a turtle on his bald head because the hawk thought that his bald head was a rock.
Awkward.
Oh my God.
Awkward.
Oh, shoot. Someone's got to go tell his family.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we don't know.
Your husband's head looks like a rock.
Well, we've been telling him to wear hats.
Yeah.
He keeps insisting his head is hot. Crazy.
Wow.
That's great. I love that, though.
Really
is
fun,
funny.
awkward.
Yeah.
Love.
Do you guys
Love
have
it.
anything you want to promote?
I'm opening. When is this coming out?
This will come out in time for the August 16th show.
Okay, yeah. I'm opening for Ed August 16th at Dynasty Typewriter. So excited.
Yeah,
Going to be talking
the
Disney.
Dead Men Tell Some Tales. Eddie and Disney Dan Becker. Ashley's going to be there. And you can get tickets at eddytunes.com.
That's right. I'm pumped.
Yeah,
I
the dark
love
side
it.
of Disney.
Yeah.
Love it.
And Henry will be on that show too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What's anything you want to promote?
You can check us out on the YouTubes now at the Brighter Side LPN and follow us on Instagram. We got some fun socials.
Mm-hmm. We're having fun out there.
I'm
We're having
Julie.
fun
You
out
can
there.
find me at Canarda_Bayback.
I'm Ashley Brooke Roberts, Ashley_Brooke_Roberts.
Right. I'm Amber Smelson on Instagram. October 14th, I'm doing a show at not the Elysian, but it's a theater.
The Skunk Room.
Not the
No?
Skunk Room. It is the, I should have written it down, the Stray Theater at 6:30 on October 14th. So please get your
Fun.
tickets. Ed's also going to be there. He co-host. I might host. He might do a spot. We'll see.
And what are you doing? An hour? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Hell
an hour.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
we're going to
yeah.
have comics on.
You got to see Amber do an hour, y'all.
Do it.
Oh, I'm not doing an hour on
Oh,
this.
okay. Never mind.
But maybe next time I'll do,
do
my
30.
hour. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, do a chunk.
Do a
Do a
big
big old
chunk.
chunk. Do a big old chunk.
Do a big
really
dirty
want to.
chunk.
Do a big old chunk.
Big old dirty chunk.
Do
Do a big old dirty chunk.
Yeah,
do a
yeah,
chunk.
yeah. I need to get my hour
Do a
out
big
there.
old dirty chunk.
Yeah.
And in order to do that, you just got to do it, which is awkward.
No, God. Sit here and listen to me for 1 hour. Just me. I have the mic.
I have the mic. Stay. The doors are locked. I have a gun. All right. This has been The Brighter Side on our top of awkward. I hope you have enjoyed it. Sorry.
Awkward.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God. What's it called where you say your own destiny?
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
That's right.
Filling prophecy.
You ladies are wonderful. I am
are
so
you.
blessed
You
to be
are.
working with you.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Gal.
Bless.
Bless.
The
All right.
girl.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.